Let's talk about the manga version of Baryon Mode Naruto versus Isshiki. It's always cool to reflect on the source material. It has a different energy behind it. The anime adaptation has big differences and small differences. Like the John Naruto never did a Rasengan in the manga, that's an anime exclusive thing. But there was some things the manga did better. For example, Ishiki's final moment. I feel no type of sympathy for a power-hungry Otsutsuki, but in the manga he was dead-ass crying. But in the anime, no tears. It starts off with Kurama slapping his hands together, kaboom. Then we get this back shot of my dog. Sasuke, Isshiki, and Boruto are all left in shock at Naruto's new swag. Naruto staring that dirty Otsutsuki down. He's got determination in his eyes. We get a flashback of Kurama explaining Baryon Mode to Naruto. There's more details here than the anime. Naruto's asking the important questions. He said, how's this different than Kurama Mode or Stage of 6 Paths Mode? He said, oh buddy, it's completely different. Listen, don't make any unnecessary moves and don't even have superficial thoughts. That's how we keep Baryon Mode going for as long as possible. They're staring each other down and Isshiki says, I don't like that look you have in your eyes. Isshiki rushes Naruto, but Naruto hits him with an elbow to the back. He gets back up and comes back for seconds, while Naruto's just aura farming, standing still. Naruto's dodging everything Isshiki throws at him. He's hitting those. Boom, Naruto finally counters, and he's hitting that hard-ass pose right there. Bro's bending his knees. Sasuke confirms that Naruto has the advantage, and Isshiki activates his cubes. Naruto's unfazed. He's still standing there. He grabs the cube above his head with his cloak, and throws it in Ishiki's direction. While Ishiki's jumping back, Naruto jumps above him and kicks him down. Isshiki is very frustrated. He rushes Naruto again, and now they clash. Naruto dodges Ishiki's punch and he hits him right in the gut. Naruto kicks him back. Now they split apart. Isshiki throws his rods at Naruto, but Naruto perceives them right away and catches them. Sasuke is shocked. He says, how can you keep up with those high-speed rods? I can barely keep up with my Sharingan. We pan back to Kawaki in the Leaf Village. He notices that Naruto's chakra arm that he gave him is getting weaker. Now Naruto drops to his knees. Baryon Mode is taking a heavy toll on his body. Isshiki thinks he has the upper hand. He realizes that Naruto used a life-shortening sacrificial gamble. But Isshiki being cocky doesn't last for too long because he also drops to his knees. He spits up blood and he questions how. I didn't take any lethal damage. And Naruto smirks and says, let's see which one of us dies first. Ishiki's life force is slipping away from him. Y'all see that black shadow? That wasn't happening in the anime. And then we see Naruto running towards him. Kurama's dropping knowledge. He says since all chakra is connected and Baryon Mode is a life-shortening technique, he says every hit that connects on Ishiki's body is tapering away his lifespan. Ishiki says, unbelievable. I was supposed to have at least 20 hours left, but now I have 30 minutes. Kurama tells Naruto, listen, flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You have to fight like a boxer. Focus on getting your attacks in. Points matter here. That's why he was moving like that in the anime. My dog's moving like Mayweather. Boom, Naruto hits him with a headbutt and Isshiki counters with a knee. Isshiki attempts to claw Naruto's face off, but Naruto ducks it and kicks him. Naruto's sitting on top of Isshiki now. He's just pounding away at his face. But that doesn't last for too long. Naruto's rapidly getting weaker. Isshiki flips him over. Isshiki confirms he has less than 10 minutes left, and Naruto's mocking him. He says, boo-hoo to you. But then out of nowhere, Isshiki recognizes a chakra, and he says Isshiki will be the last one standing, not you lesser species. Isshiki forcefully teleports Kawaki to his location. Boom, next thing we know, Kawaki's on the battlefield. This whole thing was about keeping Kawaki away from Isshiki. The stakes are high now. Isshiki says he was able to locate Kawaki because the artificial arm Naruto gave him. He was able to recognize his chakra. And then out of nowhere, we see Boruto activating the Byakugan. Shit's about to turn up. Isshiki greets Kawaki and he says we finally meet again. Amato confirms, since Kawaki's with Isshiki, we're out of options. We're done for. Kawaki's only familiar with Jigen, not his true form Isshiki, and Isshiki confirms he only has 5 minutes left. Kawaki's always been an arrogant bastard. He said 5 minutes, huh? I can't wait to see your demise in 5 minutes. Naruto tells Kawaki, run boy run, and Baryon Mode finally deactivates. Kawaki starts to run, but Isshiki jumps in front of him and he says, come on boy, you know you can't escape. He grabs Kawaki by his neck, but then Sasuke switches places with him with his Rinnegan. Sasuke gives Kawaki some type of smoke bomb. This is going to be very useful. Kawaki throws it, boom, smoke disperses. Isshiki throws Sasuke down and he calls their attempt worthless. Ishiki's confident he could just see through the smoke with his Byakugan. But then Sasuke confirms it's not your typical smoke bomb, it's a mineral dust made to fight against clairvoyant powers like the Byakugan. Now Ishiki's pissed. He jumps in the air trying to look for Kawaki. This panel is super cool. Ishiki screams from the top of his lungs, Kawaki! Everything seems like it's going well. The clock is ticking. Ishiki has no time to waste. Ishiki's like, bet Kawaki, you want to play dirty? Two could play that game. And he flies down towards Naruto's body. Boom, straight to the chest. It was never confirmed, but Naruto had to have some broken ribs right here. Isshiki gives Kawaki an ultimatum. ultimatum. He says you have 20 seconds or I'll rip the Hokage's chest open and kill him. Kawaki's having flashbacks of his traumatic past, and Isshiki's counting down still. 9, 8. Kawaki starts having flashbacks to his time with Naruto, and he specifically remembers when he asked Naruto to train him in ninjutsu. With 1 second left to the countdown, Kawaki finally shows himself. He's standing on top of a cliff. Isshiki rushes towards Kawaki. He thinks it's checkmate, but Kawaki's trying to stall him. He throws a fireball technique. Isshiki absorbs it. He finally gets his hands on Kawaki. What's about to happen next? Dun dun dun. Isshiki tells Kawaki, "What, you think you're a ninja now, boy? You're nothing more but my vessel. Humble yourself." Kawaki's just meat munching the 7th Hokage. He says he'd rather be dead than let Naruto die. Relax, bro, you met him last week. Isshiki finally implements a karma into Kawaki. It's game over. He's laughing hysterically. He knows he just won against humanity. Ishiki's finger starts to crumble. He's like, damn, my lifespan ran out. I give you props for pushing me this far. But then the karma suddenly disappears off Kawaki's body. Ishiki's left in shock. This should be a meme, bro. I love this panel. Isshiki grabs Kawaki by his shoulders and he says, "What have you done?" Isshiki questions, "What's going on? I implemented my karma into the boy. I know I did." Isshiki turns back and he sees it was a shadow clone the entire time. Wow. I think this was executed beautifully. It just shows how Kawaki's adapting the ideals of a shinobi and not a cyborg. Kawaki's mocking him. He says, "It seems like you want to say something, but it doesn't matter. You were outsmarted by a mere vessel. This is your reality." And Isshiki says, "You bastard." And that's the end of it. Isshiki Otsutsuki crumbles away for eternity. Rest in piss. But wait, we're not done. Naruto and Sasuke are giving Kawaki props. They're about to celebrate too soon. Sasuke's jealous. He's asking Naruto about Baryon Mode. He said, "Were you holding back during our final valley fight, boy?" But then out of nowhere, we see something rushing towards Sasuke. Momoshiki had awakened inside the exhausted Boruto, literally 5 seconds after Isshiki was defeated. They cannot catch a break, bro. Make sure to follow your boy for the next one. Let's get it.